Welcome everyone from around Australia and overseas to the 2021 Asian Australian Lawyers Association National Cultural Diversity Summit. My name is Anand Shah. AALA acknowledges the traditional owners and custodians of the Australian lands. We pay our respects to their ancestors and their descendants who continue their cultural and spiritual connections to country. We recognise their valuable contribution to Australia and to the world at large. Thank you everyone for your overwhelming support for this summit. We had to stop the registrations at midday yesterday. There are 640 registrations covering people from all walks of the profession, including other diversity associations. The breadth of the people joining us from around Australia and overseas is staggering. For example, there are people joining us from the Philippines, Myanmar, the University of Hong Kong, Northern Territory Police, Harvey Norman, and even a film production company. Thank you all. This has been 7 months in the making. It has been a labour of love for the Planning Committee, who I want to specifically thank. Our National President, Kingsley Liu, Melina Stana, our National Vice President, Matt Floro, our National Secretary, Belinda Wong, Kelvin Ung, Christina Lien, Sina Saram, Johnny Nguyen, Menhua Shu, Maria. Thank you all. I wanted to give particular thanks to our National Secretary, Matt Floro, who's worked tirelessly, particularly during the last week, to make this happen. Thank you very, very much, Matt. And I also wanted to pay particular thank you to Maria for her tireless work in putting together the summit brochure, which I'm sure and I hope you get to have a look at. You can actually download it from the attendee hub. I also wanted to thank Johnny Nguyen, who's helping in the background. There is a background control room being manned by Johnny and Matt. And can I also thank Benazir Khan from CVent, who's giving us the technical support while the summit is going live. I particularly also wanted to thank our 3 sponsors, Baker McKenzie, LegalWise and TIMG. Tuck Chung from Baker McKenzie and Jane Wiley from LegalWise, you can actually meet them virtually at their sponsor hub. Just click on their name and click on virtual meeting and you'll be able to actually meet with them virtually. I also wanted to thank our summit industry partners, the Queensland Law Society, the Law Institute of Victoria, the Bar Association of Queensland and the Victorian Bar, and also the many educational partner law schools and faculties that are joining us from around Australia, the Western Sydney University, the University of Technology Sydney, University of Queensland, Griffith University, Bond University, University of New South Wales, the Queensland University of Technology, the University of New England and James Cook University. It's very pleasing to see a number of regional universities being represented there. You can leave messages for the other sponsors, the hubs that are not actually virtually manned. That's TIMG, the industry partners and educational partners. You just simply click on their name and the tab Contact Us and leave a message, and that will be communicated to them after the summit, and I'm sure they'll get into contact with you afterwards. I'm sure some of you have already had a chance to look around the attendee hub. I hope you like it. There are tips on actually navigating your way around. Even I have actually managed to do it, which is saying something. There is a document which will help you on that at the bottom of the home page, and also on the drop down More box, M-O-R-E. If you drop that down, you'll find it there as well. But Matt's just asked me to just run through a couple of things for you to maybe make your visit just a bit more comfortable and a bit more easy as well. When you do come online, your profile is actually hidden. If you go to the icon up in the top right-hand corner, you'll probably see your initials there. If you click on that, you can actually make it active so that people can actually see you and see your profile. You can actually add in your own profile there if you wish. Just click the visible button there if you want to be visible to the other attendees. And I'd really encourage you, if you can, to do that, because there are a number of discussion forums going on. So if you go to the community tab at the top, and then just drop down to discussions. You'll see those forums, and please do take the opportunity to partake of those. I'm sure plenty of you want to do that, particularly because of the impact COVID has had on many states in Australia. There is an optional survey to complete at the end of each session, and a general survey as well. We would really appreciate your feedback. This is the only second time we've done this time on the CVent online platform, which has been a learning curve for all of us. Even this morning, there were a few things being ironed out. If you are not a member of AALA, please join us. There are links there you'll find on the Attendee Hub page to do so. And also please connect with us on LinkedIn and Facebook. I'm pleased to say that there is an optional summit virtual drinks after the summit finishes at around 4 p.m. And that'll go from about 4:20 p.m. to about 5:20 p.m. Please join us. Any attendee is more than welcome to join. We'll probably have to break up into groups, which Matt is going to help us with. But if you simply select all the sessions tab, you'll see there, and if you go to the bottom, you'll see the tab for the optional drinks at 4:20 p.m. Just click on that tab and it'll take you into that at 4:20 p.m. Looking forward to meeting many of you there. I also wanted to particularly thank my wife for her support that she's provided to me as the summit convener as well. Thank you, Chris. Sit back now, be informed, engage with your fellow attendees, and be entertained this afternoon. It's now my pleasure to hand you over to AALA's National President, Kingsley Liu.
Thank you, Anand. I wonder how many here today were able to witness our first National Summit 1 year ago. You would remember that our summit theme was Be the Change That You Want to See, and that we also paid tribute to the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg. You gave us significant feedback at those times, and we started to work with a number of stakeholders to consider the ways how we could improve the future shape of multicultural access to the law, stronger inclusion in the judiciary, and develop wider collaboration within the diverse legal networks. You helped to redefine and position and our voice in the cultural diversity space. It also triggered a number of new projects which we launched this year that stimulated new developing relationships that advance the objectives of our association. This year, we asked ourselves, which issues might we address that represent 12 months from the position of last year? Our Summit Planning Committee under Anand Shah deliberated over the topics and the content for many months. Our 3 sessions in this year's National Summit cover important issues and touch on what we feel to be the current state of change. Our banner theme, A More Inclusive Future, takes us into 2 directions. One direction heads out into a larger, changing and connected environment, and the other takes an internal look towards our diverse community. It challenges us both at a personal level and on a broad community stage. Today, we look with the eyes of others to experience what the world is for them and to defer our differences of views, move beyond our own positions and engage to everyone regardless with a friendly embrace and smile. We are pleased to say that we have already reached an audience cap of registrations with national and international connections, as indicated in the public profiles of each registrant. So on behalf of sponsors and partners and membership of the AALA, we give you a sincere welcome to our National Cultural Diversity Summit of 2021 and to share our progressive roadmap for cultural diversity in the law. Furthermore, some of what will be addressed today will be reflected in our new website, which will be launched after this summit ends. Our website provides our history, our people, how we're organised, and the newer developments and details of our activities. It will show how we started originally with a small team of individuals like yourselves back in 2013. And then over the past 8 years, we developed our resources for particular development needs and careers of our members, who are not only Asian Australian, but many other lawyers from the overall community who are a significant and included part of our association, and also believe in, as stakeholders, of the combined narrative of cultural diversity. We now have in operation a total of 7 branches. We will launch our Northern Territory branch in the next few months, which will mean that AALA will finally become a truly national organisation. And membership reached 1,200 compared with 800 from last year's 2019-2020 close. On behalf of AALA, we trust that this summit will engage and provide you with approaches to deal with the challenges and opportunities. Thank you for coming to our summit, and we hope you will enjoy it today. Our keynote speaker will be the Honourable Diana Bryant, Officer of Order of Australia, who was appointed the inaugural Chief Federal Magistrate of the Federal Circuit Court in the year 2000. And then she served for 13 years as the Chief Justice of the Family Court of Australia. Thank you and welcome to Diana Bryant.